This clip is brought to you by Vivo Barefoot Shoes. Not only do these shoes look good, they perform even better. Enjoy this clip.
Yeah, that's Alberto. And
we mentioned a little bit, going to failure. How important do you feel that is, and how often would someone do that in a given workout or given week or given month even?
I don't think going to failure is necessary, to be honest with you. I think it's good to know where your boundaries are with that. I think you need to learn to actually go there in order to really truly know, okay, where your intensity level should be. If you're never pushing yourself to failure, then how do you know? Because you've seen guys in the gym, they're spinning their wheels. They look the same year after year after year, but you're like, dude, you got 6 more in the tank. You could keep pushing. So I think it's important to go to failure to learn where your thresholds are at. So you can better gauge, if you're 1 rep in reserve, you're 2 or 3 or 4. But I don't think that's a question I've asked Eric Helms, hey, what's the difference between if I were to go to failure or I leave one in the tank? There's no definitive answer.
But if you leave one in the tank.
But what's failure though? Define failure. Your definition could be different than mine, might be different than his. So I think failure can be very subjective.
For most of my training, especially now, I just when something starts to burn pretty bad, I just do a couple more reps. And a couple more reps could be 3 or it could be 8. It kind of just depends. But I think it's very, very rare that I do anything to where it's just all out, can't move, can't do. I don't particularly like stuff like that. I think maybe just because of maybe how long I've been training. And then in my head, I'm thinking about the after effects. What's the recovery like from this?
Yeah.
Because I do train pretty much every day. I do some sort of exercise of some type every day. So I don't want to, quote unquote, leave it all in the gym because the gym isn't the only thing that I do. So.
Exactly. Yeah. It's context dependent too on the individual. For myself, I don't need to go to failure as much nowadays. I'm 50, so the reality is I'm not going to add 5 pounds of muscle anymore at this point. So I can do less and maintain what I have. And I'm getting to that point now. I just had an off season. Okay, let me see if I actually put some size on. I don't know if I have or not. It's hard to tell unless I'm extremely lean. But if I had to put all my money on it, I would say I probably haven't. So at this point, I'm starting to come to reality and come to terms okay, I don't need to slam myself, every session or maybe every once in a while just to, for ego. Hey, let me have a little fun here. But outside of that, what's the point now? And especially with he asked earlier, do you hurt? Yeah, I hurt. So obviously, if the harder you train, you're going to hurt more. So yeah, I think it's different. If you have someone who's new, I think it's important to press them a little bit.
Power Project family, we appreciate you checking out this clip. Check out another one. Just go check out another one. Or comment down below and let us know what you liked about this one. But we love you guys, and we're going to keep bringing you the heat. So comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff, okay? Peace.